Good day, everybody. How are you? I'm fine. So now we're going to continue and do our question 7, which is calculus. Now we are now into calculus. Now the first question says determine the first derivative from first principle if f of x is equal to that, 5 marks. But I told you that when you're coming to such questions, simply use a pencil, maybe right up there or even here, using what the rules that you know, the power rule and the what rule. So now in this case it is negative 4x squared. So now you know that for you to find the first derivative, it is going to be what? Negative 4 times 2, which is what? Negative 8. And then you write your x there. And then 2 minus 1, it is the same as 1. Meaning that we must get negative 8x as our answer. Because now you're going to use what? First principle. So now the first thing that you'll have to do, write the things that you are given. So this is f of x, which is equal to negative 4x squared, right? And then now after that you'll have what? F of x plus h, which is equals to what? 4 negative 4, where this x you put what? X plus h, then you square, and then equals to negative 4 and then x plus h, x plus h. Okay, just to be slow and slow, whatever. So I will have negative 4 and then x squared, and then my plus what? Plus xh plus xh plus h squared, right? So which means what I'm gonna get what? Negative 4x squared, ln I have 2xh, right? So it will be what? Negative 8xh plus 4h squared. Simple expanding this one. Now we are done. That's when you're gonna write what? The formula, which is equals to limit as h approaches 0. This one is very important. You must write it until you reach your final answer. X plus h minus f of x over h. Limit as h approaches 0. What is f of x plus h? It is the one that I just wrote there, right? So it is negative 4x squared minus 8xh plus 4h squared minus, open a bracket, negative 4h squared. Be careful there because they are too strict. One mistake, you lose marks. Now let's open up that bracket. Ln I have negative 4x squared minus 8xh plus 4h squared. Negative and a negative, it is plus 4x squared over h. You see? And then continue again. Limit as h approaches 0. If you don't write this one, you're gonna lose marks very, very badly. So now I can now see that negative 4x squared plus 4x squared gives me 0. So that one is out. I'm left with negative 8xh plus 4h squared over h. Same story. Limit as h approaches 0. Now, on the numerator, you can see that h is common, so factor out h plus 4h over h. I feel like many people have this part of calculus because it's very easy. And then now you know that this h will cancel that h, right? And then now you're left with negative 8x plus 4h. But now you know that on the next step you said that as h approaches 0, so it simply means where there is h you put what? 0. And you must know that when you are now substituting 0 in place of h, you don't put as h approaches 0. That's when you can say, therefore, the first derivative of x is equal to negative 8x. Because anything times 0, it is 0. You're going to notice first principles. It's very, very easy, guys. So I hope you will understand it. You already understand it and you just know all the steps. Let's go to the next question. The next question is saying that determine the first derivative if f of x is equal to negative 2x cubed minus 3x. Now this is about annotation. At least they even told you what you must do there. So now I'm going to f of x was this 2x cubed minus 3x. So now I can see that I have a linear equation sort of. So I'm allowed to find what? The first derivative of x, which is what? 6x squared minus 3. Yeah, but that's how it is. 2 times 3, 6. 3 minus 1, 2. And then this one, the derivative of that one, it is simply 3. And then 7.2.2. They are saying that determine dx of this one. It is that one of that bracket. 7 times 8, 7 times root x. Let me write this here properly. 7 times lana is 3 root of x squared, ne? And then plus 2x to the power of minus 5. Mara, now check something. I told you that with such question, you do what? You fix your sets, you fix your fractions, each and everything inside what? The bracket. So now we are gonna continue and write it as it is, dx. And then check something. This is 7, which is multiplied to x, ain't it? So now this x, it is the square root. But I always told you that when you are representing this thing, like when you are now removing the square root, it is always what? Inside over outside. So now you'll be having 7x to the power of what? 2 over 3. Inside over outside. The number which is inside the square root, it is the numerator. The one outside the square root, it is the what? The what you call denominator. Now that one there, it is also fine. So you can say plus 2x to the power of minus 5. It was now fine. So when it is like this, I can find the derivative. So simply say equals to 7 times 2 over 3. It is what? 14 over 3. And then x. Take a calculator. You must say 2 over 3 minus 1. You get what? Negative 1 over 3. So you get what? 14 over 3x, and then to the power of what? Negative 1 over 3. Is it fine, guys? Yeah. And then when you go to the next one, it is 2 times 5, which is minus 10x to the power of what? Negative 6. Minus 5 minus 1, it is what? Negative 6. And then now, as you can see here, you can represent this one in another form and this one in another form. Now that's why they are saying that it can be written as what? 14 over 3 x to the power of 1 over 3. Because now when you're gonna take it back there, the number stays the same. It will be the same as 14 over 3 and then x to the power of negative 1 over 3 there. And then this one can be written as minus 10 over x to the power of 6. You see how it is, guys? That's how you can simply simply present them. Or again, this one can be written as 14 over 3, ne? And then it is gonna be root of x. This one is inside over outside, so it means this 3 will be there. Inside they will be having 1, and then this one remains as 10 over x to the power of 6. You see, it is the same thing, application again. So it is nothing much there. And then now the last one is saying that for which values of x will the tangent to? Now they're talking about the tangent, so it means you will be having to find what? The first derivative will have a positive gradient. Okay, so now this one, there's no problem there. So let's now find the first derivative of what we are given. So this is what? 7.3. I'm given negative 2x cubed plus 8x. The first derivative of this one, it is equals to negative 6x squared plus 8, right? But now they are saying that we'll have a what? A positive gradient, which means the first derivative of x must be greater than 0. So where there is the first derivative of x, I put what? Negative 6x squared plus 8 greater than 0. This one is negative, right? So let me do what? Let me change the sign of this, this one, the first one here, and write it in the form of what? 6x squared minus 8. I'm allowed to do that, right? Yes. So now we are gonna continue there. So now when it is like this, now check something there. Until they were saying it must be equal, it must be what? Greater than 0. Now we'll have the roots, which is what? Equals to 0 there. Okay, and then now it can be 6x squared is equals to 8. Divide both sides by 6, you'll have x squared, which is equals to 4 over 3. When you find the square root, it will be x, it is equals to plus minus 2 over root 3. Because whenever you are doing a square root, please make sure that you always put a plus or minus. Is it fine, guys? Always do that. Always. So now It simply means you're going to represent them like this. So it's going to be -2 over root 3 less than x less than 2 over root 3. That's all with question 7, guys. It was not that much. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed.